independence after a tough day. It was interesting because on the road to Guttenberg, that was a long ride. It was about 70 miles. And I heard people talking about how wonderful time they had that night and how great the community was, and a lot of positive comments. So kudos to the city and the citizens, and also special thanks to the Kramer family, I hope I have their last name correct, east of town, who hosted our club with 60 rioters. None of us got arrested for public intox, so that was good to see. But we all had a wonderful time, and it was fun to be able to see how well the city did. That's all I have.
Thank you. John?
Nothing.
No, I don't have a thing.
Really? Okay.
I think everybody has said it already.
Barb?
I just wanted to give you an update on public disasters 4126 and 4135. These were carryover projects from Steve Deere's resignation. So these projects, I've prepared the closing docs, they've been completed, and we've received the 10% state share. So they're all closed out. So thank God to be done with those. Data Tech has been dialing in, and they've been pulling data, and we're still working on setting up our funds and departments and our general ledger accounts. We did have a conversation today. We were supposed to be, next week, they were supposed to be going live with migration, but we may have to postpone that for another month. So we're looking at possibly the middle of September, or around September 8th or 9th before we start migrating. So a little behind schedule, but we'll get through it. I distributed two things tonight. One was the City Finance 101. Just FYI, if anyone's interested, just let me know, and I can get you registered to attend that. It's an evening dinner meeting, and it's in Earlville Community Center. And then the other one was the Iowa codification, and these are the legislative updates for 2014. So don't know if you want to just have me order the code sections for inclusion in our code books from Iowa codification, or if we want to do our own ordinances, but there was a price sheet attached as well. So,
What's the normal practice been? I mean, unless it's something really off the wall.
we usually just let them, yeah.
And that's a lot more cost effective than having me do it, honestly. So, then you have some uniformity with all the other city ordinances. So I think that's the best approach, just to pay for their updates.
Sounds like a plan.
The only thing is the off-road utility vehicles. That's the only question I would have on any of them. 'Cause I know there's
the off-road, I'm gonna meet with, I got a couple of questions answered by Carter tonight, and then I'm gonna meet with them Wednesday night, and they're gonna explain their side of it, and then we're gonna, eventually they'll be in front of the council, so.
right.
But I do have, like I say, a meeting with them Wednesday night.
Okay.
And that's a good point. We probably shouldn't order that one. We already have drawn those ordinances for Jessup and Hazelton and Fairbank. So I already have that form, so I would say don't draw that one. Plus we have to designate our roads anyway in that ordinance.
Yeah.
So
And I said that's not gonna
Right.
be in this one if you correct. So
Are there any of these others that other towns have done their own rather than taking these, or?
Probably not, because this is all the other cities just usually do what you're doing, is just they adopt these changes that the legislature made in order to be in conformity with the state code.
I know there's some ordinances we need to be looking at around here anyhow, and so when is it our ordinances have to be
Typically every 5 years we recodify, and they were last recodified in 2010.
Okay. So by next year, we're going to need to be doing something anyhow. So is that when these would be done at that point too?
No, these will be done right away.
Oh, okay.
Randy, have you
Yeah.
seen the last
And
one
incorporate.
on these? Have you looked at these at all?
No.
You want to look at the last one on here? person underage social host for drinking underage. And say, is that something that looks like would work for you guys, or I'm guessing it probably would, but I just wanted you to look at it quick before we approve to take it, so.
I don't have that.
That'd be in reference to they changed liability rules and also regulatory rules at the legislature for social hosts who are providing alcohol to minors.
Mm-hmm.
Do they make it tougher or make it easier?
Tougher.
Tougher.
Yeah, tougher.
So that way the people that are hosting parties
the
there
social host
on their property
Oh, that's
and
fine.
they have underage drinking there, they're gonna be more liable for it, there's more fines
Correct.
for them,
Oh,
so, more charges, so.
and these are tied to legislation that has